Hello everyone, this is me Sahitya. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss about Constitution Part 3, Article 12 to 35. So let's begin. Part 3, Indian Constitution, Fundamental Rights, Article 12 to 35. Okay, so what is it? So fundamental rights are the Magna Carta of India that we call. They protect individual rights against arbitrary state actions and ensure political democracy. So for UPSC, Part 3 is among most important sections of the Constitution and is frequently asked in prelims, mains and interviews. So we'll discuss constitutional position. So here it is part 3 it is, and articles 12 to 35, and topic is fundamental rights. So why are fundamental rights important? So these are the points: protects individual freedom, prevent misuse of government power, and promote equality and dignity, strengthen democracy, enable citizenships, seek to judicial remedies. Okay, so Dr. V.R. Ambedkar called Article 35 heart and soul of the Constitution. Okay, so move to the next page. Features of fundamental rights. We'll discuss right now what is fundamental, why it is important. So we'll move to the next page and features of fundamental rights. Here it is. So first one is justiciable. Citizenships can directly approach courts if rights are violated. Second one, not absolute. So reasonable restriction can be imposed. Okay. Third one is available against state actions. More rights are enforceable against the state. And fourth one is some rights for citizens only. For example, Article 14, 16 and 19 is only for citizens only. And fifth one is some rights for all persons. For example, Article 14, Article 21 and Article 25. So we'll move to the next page. And what is Article 12 says? So it gives definition of a state. This article defines state for part 3. State includes, what does it mean? So includes in a state central government, state government, parliament, the state legislature, local authorities and other authorities. For example, state includes municipal corporation, Delhi Development Authority DDA, and government universities and public sectors undertaking. And not every private body is a state. So we'll move to the next one, Article 13, laws inconsistent with fundamental rights. Exactly. So Article 13 establishes doctrine of judicial review. Any law violating fundamental rights becomes void. Then what is the significance of Article 13? So significance is Supreme Court can strike down unconstitutional laws. For example, if Parliament passes a law banning free speech completely, courts can invalidate it. Okay, that's why Article 3 establishes law inconsistent with fundamental rights. And so classification of fundamental rights. Initially, there were 7 rights. After the 44 Constitutional Amendment 1978, right to property was removed from fundamental rights. So now there is only 6 fundamental rights. So first one is the right to equality, Article 14 to 18. So Article 14, equality before law and equal protection of laws. So derived from Britain, equality before law, and second one USA gives equal protection of laws. Okay. Then what is the meaning? No person is above law. The president and governor enjoy limited constitutional immunities, but generally everyone is equal before law. That's why Article 14 gives. For example, a minister and an ordinary citizens are tied under same criminal law. Okay, and Article 15 talks about prohibition of discriminations. State cannot discriminate on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. But here comes with some exceptions. So special provisions allowed for women, children, SCs, STs, and OBCs, and also EWS. For example, reservation in education institutions for everyone that we discussed above. with exceptions. And Article 16 talks about equality of opportunity in public employment, equal opportunity in government jobs. But here also is exceptions. Reservation for SCs, STs and OBCs and EWS. For example, UPSC examinations are open to all eligible citizens. And we'll move to the next one, Article 17. Article 17 talks about abolition of untouchability. Untouchability is abolished. Its practice is punishable by law. Related law, Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955. And for example, denying temple entry solely due to caste is unconstitutional. So we just discussed Article 17 and we'll move to the next one, Article 18. So Article 18 talks about abolition of titles. State shall not confer titles, but some exceptions here it is. Exception is military and academic distinctions allowed. For example, doctor, professor, Paramveer Chakra allowed to take titles and surnames, but not allowed Rai Bahadur, sir. Okay. So we'll discuss just Article 18, abolition of titles, and we'll move to the right to freedom, Article 19 to 22. So Article 19 talks about 6 fundamental freedoms available only to citizens. It is so citizens enjoy freedom of speech and expression, assemblies, associations, movement, and residence. And last one is profession. For example, writing a newspaper article criticizing government policies. It gives Article 19(6) fundamental freedoms. So reasonable restriction can be imposed. Security if breaches, and public order and morality, and also sovereignty and integrity. That's why some reasonable restriction can be put. So Article 20 talks about protection in criminal cases. So provides 3 safeguards: no ex post facto law, no punishment of an act that was not a crime when committed. That means no ex post facto law. No dual jeopardy, cannot be punished twice for the same offense. Okay. So no self incrimination, cannot be compelled to testify against oneself. Okay. For example, public cannot force an accused person to confess guilt. For example, that just we discussed, if police cannot force an accused person to confess guilt. So we'll move to the next one. Article 29 talks about protection of life and personal liberty. So what does it mean? It means no person shall be deprived of life and personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. Most dynamic article it is Article 21. Through judicial interpretation, Article 21 now includes right to privacy, right to clean environment, right to education, right to dignity, and right to legal aid. And also last one is right to livelihood. So for landmark cases, if Article 21 has Menaka Gandhi case 1978 expanded Article 21 significantly. For example, if talk about Article 21, government cannot arbitrarily detain citizens. So true it is. So Article 21A, it was later added right to education, added by 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002, provides free and compulsory education age 6 to 14 years age group. So we'll move to the next one is Article 22. So protection against arrest and detentions, rights for arrested persons. If somebody is arrested, so Article 22 talks about protections and detention. So no grounds of arrest, first one is, and second one is consult lawyer, and third one is produced before magistrate within 24 hours. Magistrate within police will produced before magistrate within 24 hours. For some exception, it also provides Article 22 when it matters of prevention detention laws and next one is right against exploitations. Article 23rd to 24. So Article 23rd talks about prohibition of human trafficking and forced labor. Prohibits what are the, then first one is human trafficking, second one is beggar, and third one is forced labor. For example, making laborers work without payment. It prohibition. Article 23 talks about, and we'll move to the next one. Article 24, prohibition of child labor. Children below 14 years cannot work in factories, mines, and hazardous industries. Example, a child employed in a firecracker factory. So it prohibits. Okay. Article 24 talks about, and we'll move to the next one, right to freedom of religion. So Article 20 in and 28 talks about the right to freedom of religion. So Article 25 talks about freedom of religion. Every person can profess, practice, and propagate religion. Okay, for example, any citizens may freely worship according to his faith. It's true. And Article 26 talks about religious denomination can establish institutions, manage religious affairs. We'll move to the next one, Article 27. Article 27 talks about no person can be compelled to pay taxes for promoting a specific religion. And Article 28, religious instruction prohibited in fully state-funded educational institution. And we'll move to the next one, cultural and educational rights. Talks about Article 29 to 30. So first one is Article 29, talks about protects language, culture, and scripts of minorities. Example, Tamil speaking communities preserve its language. So Article 30, minority can establish and administer educational institutions. For example, minority run schools and colleges. So Article 29 gives rights to run minority schools and colleges. So we'll move to the next one, right to constitutional remedies. So Article 32 talks about remedies. So heart and soul of the constitution it is, citizens can directly approach the Supreme Court for enforcement of fundamental rights. So here comes with 5 writs. So 5 writs. First one is habeas corpus. It means produce the body. And second one is mandamus, command to perform duty. And third one is prohibition. Prohibition talks about a stop lower courts proceedings, and certiorari talks about quas lower court order. And fifth one is qua warranto, by what authority. Example, illegal detention, habeas corpus petition. So we'll move to the Article 33 to 35. So Article 33 talks about Parliament can restrict fundamental rights, armed forces, police forces, and intelligence agencies for discipline and national security. When talks about Article 33 for discipline and national security, it gives order that some fundamental rights can Parliament restricts. Armed forces, for example, police forces, and intelligence agency. We'll move to the next one, Article 34. Rights may restricted during martial law. Whenever martial law, then Article 34 talks about. So Article 35, only Parliament can make laws regarding certain fundamental rights. Article 35. And some miscellaneous topics that we also have to cover. That's where right to property. Originally, Article 33 fundamental right, removed by 44 Constitutional Amendment Act 1978. Now it is legal right, and it comes within Article 300A. It is a legal right, not a fundamental right. So we'll move to the next page. Important cases of for UPSC. Case, here it is, and right side importance. A.K. Gopalan, early interpretation of Article 21. Menka Gandhi, expanded liberty. Kesavanand Bharati, basic structural doctrine. Mirva Mills, between fundamental right and DPSP, balance it makes. And Putto Swami case, right to privacy. So articles, quick revision. quick revision. Article here it in right hand topic. Article 12 talks about definition of a state, and Article 13 talks about judicial review, and Article 14 talks about equality before law, and Article 15 talks about no discrimination, and Article 16 talks about equal opportunity, and Article 17 talks about abolition of untouchability, and Article 18 talks about abolition of titles, and Article 9 talks about 6 freedoms that we have discussed above, and Article 20 talks about criminal protections, and Article 21 talks about life and liberty, and Article 21 talks about education, and Article 22 talks about arrest safeguards, and Article 23 talks about human trafficking, and Article 24 talks about child laborer, and Article 25 to 28 talks about religious freedom, and Article 29 to 30 talks about minority rights, and Article 32 talks about constitutional remedies, and Article 33 to 35 talks about special provisions. So prelims revision trick: equality 14 to 18, and freedom 19 to 22, and exploitations 23 to 24, and religion 25 to 28, and culture and education talks about Article 29 to 30, and remedies talk about Article 32. So men's value additions: fundamental rights are not merely legal guarantees, they are instrument of securing first only liberty, equality, dignity, and justice. So they form the foundation of constitutional democracy, limit arbitrary exercise of state power. So word line revision: Article 29 state defined, and Article 13 judicial review talks about, and Article 14 talks about equality, and Article 14 talks about no discriminations, and Article 16 talks about equal jobs opportunity, and Article 17 talks about end of untouchability. So Article 18 talks about no titles, and Article 19 talks about 6 freedoms, and Article 20 talks about criminal safeguards, and Article 21 talks about lives and liberty, and Article 21 talks about education. So Article 22 here it is talks about protection on arrest, and Article 23 talks about no forced labor, and Article 24 talks about no child labor, and Article 25 to 28 talks about religious freedom, and Article 29 to 30 talks about minority rights, and Article 22 talks about constitutional remedies, and Article 33 to 35 talks about special provisions. So golden line it is: fundamental rights protect the individual against the excess of the state, while Article 2 ensures that these rights are